Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video, and I've been wanting to do some videos for a while, and just I need to get more into doing them more often. Um, One thing that I wanted to talk about was lately, which I think I already talked about, but I think it's still good to talk about again. Mercury had been in retrograde and it ended on the 7th, but they said the effects can still last somewhere around up to around the 15th or 16th of April. And so the areas that Mercury has been affecting are communication, travel, technology, people thinking about um, what they want to keep in their lives and what they want to kick out of their lives, making major decisions. So arguments can happen more often, communication problems, misunderstandings, glitches in technology. I know I've had some glitches in technology pretty bad. And with transportation, so, an issue with my vehicle, and then travel. We have to be careful if we're traveling. And so I was saying I really didn't want to travel until I did that, until Mercury retrograde was over, because I know how Mercury's Mercury retrograde can affect um how things are um with travel and vehicles and communication and all that stuff. And so when I have a glitch or something on my laptop, I'm like, is Mercury in retrograde? Yes, it is. Our bodies are so big. When we think about our bodies, it's spiritual bodies. Um, Something else that came up last night that I was thinking about, and I don't know why it came up that way, but I was watching part of Transformers 1, and I really don't watch movies. I don't watch TV. But I was watching this movie, and what came up was one of the Transformers, and I think it was Optimus Prime, but I'm not sure. You could tell me in the comments if it was something different. But I saw in the movie that Optimus Prime, I think, or one of the robots, turned their body into a planet so it can sustain life for the other robots. And I was thinking, would I be willing to do that? Because, if you think about it, we're like a mini planet. If women, if we choose to have kids, that's how it is, that we turn our body into something that sustains life for another being. Or if you have more than one kid, then it's more beings. But I think it's interesting because I was asking myself, would I do that? Um, And it's a question for anyone. Let me know what you think about that question as well in the comments, because I think it's an interesting question. But what I was thinking about a lot is Mercury is in retrograde, and people have said in the past some relationships do not survive Mercury retrograde, and I've seen that happen. Other people get closer together amazingly. Some people communicate even more and even better um, during tough times, but it takes a lot to be willing to put yourself out there and do that. So um, I think for me, focusing on getting less screen time actually, and helping myself to not be on the computer as much, because I need to just focus on my um, goals, the things that I really want to accomplish, and staying off screens for a while. It is hard. I was talking to someone else about this because those things can be addictive. But if they are used in the right way, they don't have to be. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and how Mercury retrograde has affected a lot of relationships, communication that I've seen people have been into with each other. People have been having issues with um, technology, travel, their vehicles. And so, yeah, so I think it's important just for us to take a look at that, to see again what we want to keep in our lives, what we want to get rid of in our lives, um, how we want to grow, if we want to start some new project we've been thinking about or not. But there's a lot that I think we need to think about. Um, another video that I'll probably do soon is not putting all our eggs in one basket and instead actually focusing on more than one thing that we could do. And I know, a lot of people say, no, one thing, do the one thing, do the one thing. Yes, I think that's wise advice. But once you master the one thing, then I think you can do more things. So people will, I'm sure, make the choices that they're going to make. But I look forward to making some more videos. Thank you for joining me for this one. As always, happy, light, and fast manifesting. And I'm going to talk to you all soon. All right. Bye for now.